Okay, so I wanted to do another quick live. The book I read today is Why Not You? 7 Simple Steps to Reinvent Yourself Personally and Professionally. Okay, so now the title, Why Not You, gives you some information. Okay, so other people are achieving great things. Why not you? 7 simple steps to reinvent yourself personally and professionally. That means that you expect to find out what the 7 things are. Now, at the back of the book, maybe you can see this. So there's a book description, and then just below, you have the information about the author. So before you start reading a book, you want to have an idea of what the book is about, because when you have an idea, you can go through it faster. So, about the author tells you if the person is qualified to write the book. Okay, so you know the title, you know the subtitle, so now you read about the book, so you have an inkling of what the book is about. So then let's go to the table of contents. So this is the table of contents. So you scan the table of contents, right? And based on that, it can tell you, give you some information. You can also decide. So this one, it has the introduction. The introduction is a good section to read because it lets you know the main idea of the book. The table of contents. So in this, it's develop self-awareness, invite happiness, gain personal alignment, discover and release your potential, cultivate great relationships, master your finances, build and promote your personal brand. So think about this. If there are several things, sections in the table of contents that you feel confident that you know a lot about, you don't have to read that section. You can quickly glance at it because she may have a different spin. But don't spend too much time on it because why should you be learning about something that you already know? If you're a branding specialist, you can quickly glance to see if what she's saying is a little bit different from what you're saying. But basically, don't spend too much time on it. So I just wanted to jump in and show you how to preview a book. So when you preview a book, you look at the title, the subtitle, you read the introduction. If the book has a preface or a foreword, you read those sections. And if there's an index, this book doesn't have one. If there's an index, you want to glance at the index and any terms that have a lot of references. What it's trying to tell you is what the author thinks is important. So, you may want to flip through the sections that have a whole lot of references, just to see why the author thinks that is important, and look at the table of contents. And that is about previewing the book. So when you have previewed the book, you'll know exactly what to read. So all for nonfiction books, always think of the 80-20 rule. So what 20% of the book you would have to read to understand 80% of the text. Now, most people know about the 80-20 rule, but what they don't know is that it's a benchmark. So you could read 30% of the book and get 90%. It doesn't have to add up to 100. It's unfortunate that it does, so people think it like, so you can read, you have to read 40% of the book to get like 80%. So it's about flexibility. But the rule is called 80-20. But what I'm also saying too is that you read as much of the text that you need to fully to understand it, and no more, no less. So if you have to read 30%, so be it. If you have to read 40%, no. But don't read more than you need to. It's about understanding as much of the book in the least time possible. And as I've said before, very few books are meant to be read cover to cover. Thank you.